What's up, man? We're live.
What's up, man? How you feeling this morning?
Good, dude. Good. Coming off a 44-point victory. Saturday football. It's like
Hey,
college football was good to us last night, man. College football was good.
yeah, it was nice. A lot of upsets, a lot of wild, like crazy stuff. I mean, well,
A&M
Auburn and
43 to
Texas A&M going to
41, dude.
four overtimes. I was like, oh my gosh, that was so crazy. Good to see
Insane,
Texas
man.
A&M lose. Though. I think that helps Carolina out a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I fell asleep on the couch during the A&M game, and I woke up on the last drive of the fourth quarter where they tied it up. And man, dude, the false starts just killed them, man. They've got to
Yeah.
score a touchdown there, but they still pulled it off. So it was good to see that, man.
Where do you think Carolina is going to be ranked this week?
I think a healthy guess. They're at 18 right now. They're going to jump Colorado. They'll jump A&M. 15. 15 is probably fair to say.
I think
They'll
that's pretty
probably
accurate.
they'll probably jump BYU. I mean, 14 is reasonable, but I think Alabama will probably be sitting at 14, and Clemson will jump Alabama. So it'll probably be number 15 ranked Carolina versus 13 ranked Clemson, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Which is great. That's great for us, man.
How you feel about these Sunday games?
Oh, dude, I feel awesome about it, man. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and it doesn't stop, man. It doesn't stop with the draft. It doesn't stop with Christmas. It just keeps going all the way through February. So we got a good 3 months of football left still.
I think what I'm hearing from you is that the horse is prepared for battle.
Oh wow, really? Is that what you're hearing? You might be right. The horses are prepared for
Jay,
battle. What a win!
Jameis, Jameis Winston, man, he always leaves us with a little something extra from all his games, you know.
What a time to be alive. We get to see Jameis Winston in a snow game beat Mike Tomlin with a 2-8
That
team.
was how can Jameis Winston just go out and beat like Baltimore and Pittsburgh and then like I don't know. He's fun to watch.
Man, on Tuesday morning I was so tired. I had to get up at like 4 a.m. Just I did not want to stay up and watch that game, but it was just too good. I had to stay up and watch it.
It was too good.
It was too good. Once I saw
It was too
Jameis run
good, man.
the front flip, back flip, somersault touchdown, I was like, yeah, I'm watching the rest of this game, dude. This game
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah, it turned into where like their TV almost looked like it's like back in the day with the static TV, like the salt and pepper, like
I know, dude. It felt like
I was
nostalgia.
like, this is crazy. It started looking like a snow globe. It was pretty cool.
It was an instant classic, and we could thank Jameis Winston for that. So
For sure. You ready to kick these games off?
yeah, let's do it, man. The Dallas Cowboys. What's happened? What's happened, dude? I mean, it's just pathetic. It's what we thought they were,
Yeah,
but
it's
you
just
lose your quarterback, and it's bad, man. Denver, the Cowboys versus Washington in Washington. The Commanders are minus 10.5. Um, you know, you may say it's too early to call for an almost upset, but
no.
should I say that it's not?
Oh, you think Dallas wins this game?
I don't think they win, but I think you need to watch out. This is a sneaky game for the Commanders, and they need to watch out, man. I don't think they've looked like incredible. You know, like yeah, they looked really good early on with a few teams, but they should have lost to Chicago. They got blew out by the Eagles. This is a team that, if you see a team that wants to win, go out there and play, then yes, I think the Cowboys can keep this game very competitive in a divisional game.
Yeah, I think that the move with Daniel Jones going out would be for the Cowboys to reach out and go try to grab him. Wouldn't that be interesting? I think that they kind of need each other right now. I
Yeah,
would take Dallas in the points here. 10.5 is too much for a divisional game. I think Washington has the pieces with Robinson and Eckler to really take advantage of this Cowboys defense. I think that Jaden Daniels is going to, be mobile enough to kind of stay away from Micah Parsons as much as he can. I think Washington wins this game by 3 or 6 probably. I mean, the Cowboys came out in the first half against Houston last week and was
it's
actually putting
tough.
up a
Yeah,
fight. They didn't look terrible,
absolutely.
um, but they fell apart after halftime, and I think that's kind of what's going to happen here. Washington, I think they get back on track to like those early, like high. You got those high fantasy ceilings out of those players earlier this season. I think they get some of those. You get some of those out of those players today. I like
Yeah,
Eckler. I like Robinson. I like McLaurin. I like Jaden Daniels. I mean, what about you?
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I mean, we saw what Joe Mixon did to the Cowboys last week, and I think you're going to see the same thing out of that 1-2 punch with Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler this week. I don't see them stopping those guys. I mean, I wouldn't surprise me if both of those guys go out and score a touchdown, and Jay Daniels goes out there and has a touchdown or two. I mean, I see this game being like 27 to 20, 27 to 19. Probably a lot of field goals from Brandon Aubrey, and maybe a touchdown or two from Rico Dowdle / Cooper. Cooper Rush hasn't looked god awful. I'll give him that. He hasn't looked just. I mean, he did
The
against
first
the Eagles.
game he did. I think he only threw for like what
57 yards. He had 3 fumbles.
Yeah, it was 57 yards.
But
yeah, that I don't see how
Texans,
you don't move on to the next quarterback.
Against the Texans, it wasn't.
But against Houston, he wasn't terrible.
I mean, he had that great throw to Keontae Turpin. I forget what his name is. I think it's Cavante.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, they have some talent on that offense, but the lack of running game is just what kills them, man. And you can't win games without a running back now. And that's exciting for the running back market.
Yeah, I like Washington's defense in this in a fantasy play or DFS or whatever. I think they've been trending up. They're playing better. I think that they're going against a wounded offense right now. That's Washington's defense really can pounce on the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys put up 17 in this game, and I think Washington probably puts up 24.
Washington 27 and Dallas 17. That would be the Cowboys covering. We call it it'd be a 10-point game. Wouldn't surprise you, would it?
No, it wouldn't. Not with how this Dallas defense is played.
Yeah,
but I would take the points.
I'm taking the points too. I think Dallas comes out here and they keep it a competitive game at least until the fourth quarter, which we've seen the Commanders not be very good in the fourth quarter all year. So.
Yeah, and I think that's the reason why you take the Cowboys plus the 10.5. 10.5 seems like the ceiling, and with the way this Washington offense has been playing lately, I think they can hit the ceiling, but it's going to be close. I'd take Dallas.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb, I mean, he's in for you. Obviously, we saw he's still finished relevant last week. Yeah, 14 points last week. He had like 8 catches for 90 yards. No touchdown, but I feel like that's coming. I mean, he almost hit CeeDee with a touchdown in their first week together against the Eagles. So,
any interest in Schoonmaker taking over for Jake Ferguson?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I think it's a great play. I think just for fantasy wise, I mean, not even just DFS. I think you could put him in, man. I mean, would you rather have the Schoonmaker or let's go like Tucker Kraft, the Packers?
I'd take Tucker Kraft.
Keep in mind, Tucker Kraft had 0 targets last week.
He did. But he's a guy who has like 6 or 7 touchdowns on the season. I don't see a guy who's that consistent putting up a goose twice. I'd be betting against that, or on that. But yeah, I'd take Tucker Kraft. He probably has a chance to get into the end zone every week.
I get that for sure. Schoonmaker has been okay though. He's been an all right tight end. Last week, whenever Jake Ferguson did go down, Schoonmaker had 10 targets, 6 catches of 56 yards.
Oh wow!
Without Ferguson,
I didn't realize he had 10.
He's a smash.
I'd play him over like. I'd probably take him over like Theo Johnson for the Giants.
Or Jatavian. What about Jatavian Sanders against the Chiefs this week?
I'll
tell you his numbers. I would go Schoonmaker, but Jatavian Sanders, week 9 against the Saints, 5 targets, 4 catches for 87. And then last week, or the week before, was against the Giants, which is a really good tight end defense. They don't know how to stop receivers, that's why. 2 targets, 2 catches, 8 yards, and a touchdown. And now he's against the worst defense in the league for tight ends. Coming out of the bye week as a rookie is pretty big. I think he's an okay player.
I mean, I wouldn't hate taking a shot on a guy like that. I think if you really feel good about a guy like that, then just stay with him over Schoonmaker. I don't think there's much of a difference there. They both seem to be able to make plays. Yeah. So I wouldn't hate, going either one on that, depending on, that gut feeling. I'd follow my gut feeling on that one, I guess.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, I think Schoonmaker's a pretty decent play. I mean, if you're, you got some bye weeks, Kyle Pitts or Taysom Hill, sure, why not? Dalton Kincaid.
Kincaid's on a bye. Rico Dowdle in this game. Any interest in starting him?
Sure.
It's tough for bye weeks, though. I mean, I had to start Jerome Ford in one of my leagues.
Would you rather go Rico Dowdle or somebody like Javonte Williams. Probably Javonte because he can get in the end zone.
Yeah, I'd go Javonte.
Rico Dowdle or let's go Roshan Johnson.
Rico Dowdle.
Rico Dowdle or one of the not Rashad White. Let's go Rico Dowdle or Bucky Irving.
Bucky Irving has looked great this year. I would go Bucky Irving.
Yeah, see, that's the line is we're comparing Rico Dowdle to backup running backs.
Yeah, but backup running backs that do get a little bit of volume.
Yeah, like Trey Benson. That was another one I was thinking.
I'd go Dowdle over Benson.
But you see, like that's the line's right there.
That's the line.
That's
yeah,
not
for
good.
Sure.
You don't want to start. You don't want to start Rico Dowdle if you don't have to this week. But
yeah,
tougher situations have been had. Rico Dowdle or Gus Edwards. Last one.
Rico Dowdle.
Yeah, I'm with you there. So tough. I don't want to be in that situation, which I currently am. I wish I had Rico Dowdle in one of my leagues. I'm currently starting Xavier Legette and Jawan Jennings is in. We'll see.
Oh yeah. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on from this game. Zach Ertz, sure, play him.
Yeah, why not? My list is a little out of order than yours. I have Detroit and Indianapolis.
That's what I got next.
Detroit, Indianapolis favor, Detroit favored by 7.5. Under over 50.5. That's pretty nice, dude. That says there's going to be a lot of points in this game. I think. Obviously, Detroit players. You're starting all of them. Jahmyr Gibbs is the running back 6 on the year, and Montgomery's the running back 10 on the year.
Yeah.
Almond the receiver 2 on the year. I mean, Jared Goff, quarterback 9 on the year. Jameson Williams was the receiver 17 on the year for the suspension. I don't know exactly where he's at now. So all those guys are in play this week. On Indy side, a little worried about Jonathan Taylor. Just a little bit.
How many times do the Lions have to teach this old man the lesson of why are you only giving them 7.5 points?
I know. It was 14 points last week.
If the line was 12.5 points for the Lions, would you be like, yeah, that's okay. I'll take the Lions to cover?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the easiest bet of the week.
7.5 points seems like a lot, but it's not. It's not against a good team, and it's not divisional play. I don't care. Give me the Lions. Give me the Lions to cover.
Lions to cover easy. This is easy. It could hit I think it hits the over just because the Lions are going to put up so many points, and maybe Indy had some big plays here and there. Who knows? Maybe they get into the end zone a couple times.
I don't get it. I mean, I guess the Vegas doesn't understand that Dan Campbell doesn't care. He's not taking the starters out. In the fourth quarter, he's up by 30 points. He's putting up touchdowns. He's calling his best plays, and you can't stop it.
He's like my favorite coach right now.
Yeah, he's amazing. I like it. I wish the Eagles had Dan Campbell.
I wish the Patriots had Dan Campbell too. I think everybody wishes they had Dan Campbell.
Yeah, Dan Campbell he's my hero.
Josh Downs is a fun play. I think he's somebody that I'm not necessarily forcing in my lineup in this matchup, but I think that he's fine to put in there. I think, okay, let's go with Josh Downs or let's go Terry McLaurin.
I'll go Terry McLaurin there. Pretty easy for me.
I'll go Terry McLaurin there too. Let's go Josh Downs or Calvin Ridley versus the Texans.
I will go Josh Downs.
I'll go Calvin Ridley. Let's go Josh Downs or DJ Moore against Minnesota.
Josh Downs.
Josh Downs or Deebo Samuel versus the Packers.
Don't do that. Deebo Samuel, but I don't like it.
That's a tough
the problem is that like Deebo Samuel's just a better player, and they both have bad quarterbacks throwing to him.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, Anthony Richardson.
Josh Downs making plays though. He didn't look bad last week.
Yeah, he's more competent than a backup, I guess. Is he? Is Anthony Richardson more competent than a backup?
I don't know about more competent, but like he's definitely more athletic.
Would you rather have Anthony Richardson or Daniel Jones?
Give me Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
I've seen enough. I have seen enough. Like Anthony Richardson is still like new to the game.
I'm just saying Anthony Richardson wouldn't have fell to the turf monster. on that run.
Oh my
He would have
god.
scored a touchdown.
Oh my god.
He would have scored.
Cowboys, please sign Daniel Jones. That would be so amazing.
It's the funniest thing they could ever do.
Please. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor's a little bit of concern. Outside of Josh Downs, I'm not starting anybody. Josh Downs, Jonathan Taylor, they're in. The rest of this offense, I'm completely out on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, man. It's just not good. I mean, Alec Pierce, sure. Sure.
Yeah, if you want to take, because there's going to be a lot of volume, and he's going to be running a lot of deep routes out here. So does he?
Let's go.
And Richardson's deep ball. He's a great deep ball thrower, man. Like it seems like he can throw the deep ball better than he can throw mid to short range.
Alec Pierce or Xavier Legette versus the Chiefs. Legette's been pretty good. Legette's been pretty good coming out of a bye. Coming out of a bye, but God, that's a tough matchup. Let's go Alec Pierce or Alec Pierce or Jalen Waddle versus the Patriots.
Oh my God. Give me Alec Pierce.
Dude, I know. Oh my God, dude, it hurts. It hurts. I drafted that man.
I know.
It felt good.
I know. I tried to tell you not to draft him. I did not want him.
I had him and DK Metcalf, and I was like, man, I just traded for Brandon Ayuk. I was like, dude, I'm a genius right now. I'm so smart. But it's okay. We bounced back. We got George Pickens. We got Jordan Love. We're here. We're here to stay, man.
Anything else you want to go over in this game? I feel like we're taking Detroit to cover here. I think this is like one that I would like to put a lot of money on. I think this is pretty easy.
Yeah, that's a fair. Dude, you could probably make some good money off of that. I don't think there is anything else. Is Sam Laporta playing today? Doesn't matter. Brock Wright will just get a touchdown if they want him to.
I think he's going to play, and if he plays, he's obviously in.
I wish I was friends with Dan Campbell so I could just be like, hey, man, who do you want to score today? So I can bet on it.
I know. Yeah.
It's insider trade. That's illegal. Man. Who do you want to score? Because they can just choose.
They can choose.
They're like, hey, we want Penei Sewell to score a touchdown. And then he just scores one.
They really try to get like O-lineman touchdowns like every week.
They do more than try. It happens. Like every other week. They're just like, yeah, we'll just throw this guy in at running back and he'll go out in the flat and then throw it back and then he throws it to Amon-Ra and pitches it. It's just ridiculous, man.
Kansas City at Carolina. Kansas City favored by 10.5, 43 under over. Any hope?
Yes.
Carolina.
Yes. Give me the Panthers to cover.
Think so?
At home, the Chiefs never cover. They never cover when
they never cover. This is way too much of a spread for them to cover. They haven't covered a 7-point spread all year, have they?
I don't think so.
And this is a 10.5, so like, yeah. Bryce Young has looked a little bit more confident.
That looks good, yeah. Chuba Hubbard is the real problem.
Chuba Hubbard is the real problem, but I think he's gonna have a bad day. I don't want Hubbard in my lineup. I mean, he has like Jonathan Taylor. He has to be in your lineup.
I don't care.
But this is a horrible matchup for him.
I don't care, dude. Let's go pull up his matchups.
He's in.
His numbers are crazy against some tough matchups.
He's in, but I'm a little nervous. I'll be honest.
Let's see.
If I had Chuba Hubbard, I'd be nervous.
Oh, just kidding. He doesn't have any tough matchups. He played Denver and had 8 points, which they got blew out. So, but
I think that's kind of what you're looking at here.
Dude averages like 5.2 yards a carry though.
I know he's great. I think it was a great idea.
You just got to believe in the talent. I believe in the talent, man.
I do too, but not with this O line versus this Chiefs D line. I think this is gonna. I'd be nervous if I had Hubbard, but he's in. I mean, you got to put him in. If you want to take a dart throw, I feel like. I mean, he's had touchdowns here lately. What, four touchdowns?
Xavier Legette. I think he only has 2 on the year. Xavier Legette or Trey Benson asking for a friend.
Oh God. Damn, you have to make that decision.
Yeah,
that's rough. Your friend. I would go Legette.
I think that's what I have. That's what I'm going with. Yeah. Yeah. So
Legette gets into the end zone.
Yeah, 4 touchdowns.
Trey Benson might see like a few carries.
4 touchdowns against the Chiefs. I mean, somebody's got to score, right?
Somebody.
Is it going to be the rookie?
And the game script is going to call for more volume for Legette. Whether he takes advantage of it, we'll see. But
So basically, what you just told me is make a tournament lineup with Jatavian Sanders in it.
Right.
The Chiefs suck,
Maybe.
dude. The Chiefs suck against the tight end.
Maybe, yeah.
They're just like, yeah, we'll just get beat by that. That's fine.
On the Chiefs side of the ball, I mean, Kareem Hunt's in. Pacheco, they're going to wait another week, right?
Yeah, there's no point. There's no point in putting him in right now.
Yeah, so fire up Kareem Hunt, as a top 15 guy this week. He's going to get a lot of volume. 20-something carries. They're going to bleed this clock away. He gets into the end zone this week. Xavier Worthy, Hopkins, any interest there?
Yeah, I guess Hopkins, but I don't like it. I mean,
I think you can start all those guys with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I just don't like it. Like, I don't want to start anybody with the Chiefs.
I don't either. I don't want to start Hopkins or Worthy, but you can do it. It's against Carolina. They're favored by 10.5 points. There's gonna be touchdowns here. Kelsey's gonna be a great play this week.
Kareem Hunt.
Xavier Worthy could easily take an end around for 80 yards in this game. We saw the drive last week where he had 4 catches for 60 and a touchdown or something. 40 and a touchdown on the drive. I mean, then he comes out and he barely misses the deep ball that would have been he should have got both feet down, but couldn't get that last foot down.
You ever had something that you wanted so bad and just knew that there was no hope of you getting it? Yeah. That's me wanting the Panthers to win today.
How great would it be? How great would it be, man?
It's not happening.
I think, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes is going. I mean, you can play him. He hasn't been the best this year, but he could easily throw 2. I don't know if he gets 3 touchdowns here because Kareem Hunt's just going to bleed it away. But I mean, as a streamer, Patrick Mahomes or let's go Patrick Mahomes or Tua versus the Patriots.
Give me Tua. I think Tua's a good
I'll
play.
take Tua too. Patrick Mahomes or Sam Darnold, the quarterback 10 against Chicago Bears.
Give me Mahomes. The Bears have been good. Give me Mahomes.
I'll take Mahomes. It's a good matchup.
That's the only reason I'm doing it. I don't like it.
One more, Mahomes or Geno Smith versus Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, come on. You're my boy, Geno.
That's easy.
You're my boy, Geno.
I'm taking Geno. That's easy. Yeah, that's easy.
He's been great.
Anything else you want to go over in this game? I mean, there's really not much. I feel like this is going to be. I'm taking the Panthers to cover, but Chiefs are going to win.
I mean, if you want to make $1, put $10 on the Chiefs money line. That's easy. It's so easy. I mean, the Chiefs don't lose games back to back, especially against the Panthers. I mean, give me the Panthers to cover, but oh man, what a wonderful world it'd be.
It'd be so nice. Chuba Hubbard's got to get it going if they want to beat them, but who knows? He could.
Yeah, for sure. What you got next? You got the Vikings at the Bears?
I do not, but we can go over it.
Yeah, Minnesota in Chicago. Minnesota's favored by 3 points. I hate over-unders under 40, and 39.5 is just sad, man. Minnesota's been playing great defense. Chicago's been playing great defense. Caleb Williams he looked like Bryce Young out there. If Bryce Young painted his fingernails, that would be Caleb Williams.
The game's too fast for him right now. He keeps trying to get outside the pocket. The O-line's horrible too. But this game is actually one that I'm really interested in this game as far as the rest of them. Like Chiefs at Carolina, who cares? I don't know. Cooper Rush in Dallas and Washington, who cares? I don't know. This one actually seems
close,
to have some
defensive divisional battle.
But the Bears are going to lose this game, I feel like.
In Chicago?
It is in Chicago.
Can we see another snow game?
I don't know. I mean, I could see a path for the Vikings lose on the road here.
Can we see another snow game?
Oh, that would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, let's see another snow game. Let's see. What if you could see one more quarterback play in the snow that's not Jameis Winston? Who is it?
If I can see a quarterback play in the snow that's not Jameis Winston, who would it be?
Baker Mayfield? Come on.
Baker Mayfield. I like that. That's fun. Baker Mayfield, Bo Nix. For sure. Lamar Jackson will be amazing to see in the snow.
Justin Herbert. Can we just get a snow game in Baltimore? The chart. It's not in
Yes,
Baltimore,
that would be
sadly.
amazing.
It's in LA, sadly.
Yeah, it's not in Baltimore. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron Jones, you got to play him. He wasn't that great
absolutely.
last week, and it is a tough matchup. But I think you can start Hawkinson. I think you can start Jones. Hawkinson kind of like hasn't really broken out yet, but I think it's coming. Obviously, Justin Jefferson's in, but Sam Darnold, I'm trying to get on the bench this week. I don't want to play him against the secondary.
Sam Darnold or Drake May versus the Dolphins?
I'll take.
It's gonna be May.
I think it's got.
Drake May.
I think I'd play Drake May. I think I'd play. Drake May. Just because the rushing floor is
more
really
points. High. Yeah, more points. That's
terrible.
Yeah,
7 points. Under over, difference. Yeah, I'd take Matt.
They're projected to lose by 7, so the point implied total is probably better for the Vikings.
On the Chicago side, I mean, is it just DeAndre Swift and you're done? I mean, it's not a great matchup for DeAndre Swift. I mean, DJ Moore. What has he done?
DJ Moore or DJ Moore or Jalen Waddle. That's just going to be our line. We're going DJ Moore.
I'll take DJ Moore.
DJ Moore or Jawan Jennings without Brock Purdy.
I'll take Jawan Jennings.
Oh, that's bad. I would too. You're right.
Jawan Jennings is playing better than DJ Moore right now.
DJ Moore or Wan'Dale Robinson with Danny DeVito, which keep in mind.
Give me DJ Moore.
Danny DeVito gave Wan'Dale Robinson he was averaging 9 targets a game whenever he played those 3 games.
That's good. That's cool. I'll take DJ Moore.
Yeah, give me Wan'Dale there. I'm taking Wan'Dale there. He's been great all year with his guy coming back.
I mean, his past few games are like 5-2, 3-7 or something like that. Like I looked at him this morning.
Are you talking about DJ Moore or Wan'Dale Robinson?
Wan'Dale Robinson.
They're the same. It's the same.
But
points.
I'm taking DJ Moore. I'm not doing that Wan'Dale Robinson dance with Danny DeVito. No, Tommy DeVito. Where's the Where's the $40 million walk? We walk.
Oh yeah.
His agent. Yeah, I'm trying to see the pinstripe suit with the fedora agent.
And the Tommy gun. He's got a Tommy gun in his freaking purse.
Yeah, it's like his hands like inside of his jacket like this, you know. Don't.
Stupid.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could play Wando if you wanted to, but I don't want to.
Yeah. DeAndre Swift, sure, play him. It's not good, but you're gonna probably play him. There's a lot of bye weeks. I mean, if you've got like some crazy stat running back crew, then I would have traded DeAndre Swift. So if you're starting DeAndre Swift, you probably have to. Is there anything else you want to talk about in this game? I mean, it's a defensive battle. It's a slugfest. I don't want anything to do with it in fantasy, really, other than Justin Jefferson, Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I'm with you on this. I'm done with this game. I mean, I think the Vikings win just because they have a little bit more stability, but they're on the road. I mean, the Bears could win this game, but I'll take the Vikings
for sure.
I'll take them to cover, I guess.
Yeah, what game you got next?
This defense is tough. I got Tampa Bay at the Giants. Tampa Bay favored by 6.5, 40.5 under over. I mean, give me the Bucks.
Give me the Bucks.
Give me the Bucks to cover.
Mike Evans is back. Tommy DeVito. Oh, what are you gonna do, huh? You know,
Tommy DeVito, man.
What are you gonna do?
This guy. I mean, Tracy Morgan.
Oh, he's in. He's in, dude.
He's in.
He's been great. He's averaged like 100 yards a game, like a touchdown a game. He's gonna go out there and get you 15.
Yeah, Tyrone Tracy's been great, man. I think he's definitely in that running back 2 range. You know, flex worthy.
High running back 2.
Yeah, been playing really well on the other side.
Tracy or Chuba Hubbard this week?
I'll take Tracy.
Yeah, and Chuba Hubbard's been amazing.
Yeah, it's just I think Hubbard's in line for like 8 points if he doesn't get in the end zone.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I think.
For sure.
Rachaad White, Bucky Irvin, you can start both of them in this matchup. They both play great. Rachaad White seems to always find the end zone. Bucky Irvin always has like a floor of 70 and a couple of receptions.
Be ready.
Mike Evans back.
Be ready for Rachaad White to tail off and Mike Evans coming back. He's going to get less receptions. K. Dotton's healthy. Mike Evans is healthy. Coming out of the bye week. Rachaad White's going to start tapering off a little bit.
I don't think so, man. I think he is. He's the check down guy in this offense, and losing Chris Godwin is going to secure his floor on that. I think I think that them losing Chris Godwin, who was in the slot, is going to keep Rashad White. He's a good receiving back regardless. He's a better receiving back than Bucky Irvin. I think Bucky Irvin's the better running back, but he's super necessary in this offense. I think he's going to be a fine play for the rest of the season. Might not be like efficient, but it's going to be volume.
I think Vegas is watching because the Bucks line just changed from -6.5 to -6. So I guess they just think that whatever we say, they're going to go the opposite direction.
We're changing the lines here, man.
We're changing the lines.
We're
changing the lines for the worse. For the worse.
This is literally moving as we speak. Yeah, give me the Bucks to cover here. I think Baker's a great play. Mike Evans is obviously in. K. Dotton's in. White, he's in. I mean, so is Bucky Irvin in the flex.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not like trying to force. Oh man, but I think they're fine. On the Giants side, Malik Neighbors, obviously.
You don't feel good about it at all. You should.
Yeah, you do. I think you feel about the same way you felt how CeeDee Lamb felt. Like real talented receiver, can get up and make plays, and a quarterback who we don't know if he can get him the ball. At this point, I think I feel safer about CeeDee Lamb just because it seems like they did find a way to get him involved.
It's good. It's fine.
He's fine. But I don't know if they can get Neighbors the ball, but he's in for me. I think they're going to try their best to get the ball. He's in.
Yeah. Man, Tyrone Tracy's like it. I mean, Malik Neighbors is fine, but Tyrone Tracy is who I want. And then obviously Mike Evans is in, K. Dotton's in, Rashad White's in, Bucky Irvin. Yeah, you can flex him. I mean, Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield's in for me. Baker Mayfield or Tua versus the Patriots.
Give me Baker. He's been playing well. He's played well without Mike Evans.
Yeah, I think I'll lean Baker there as well. Baker Mayfield or C.J. Stroud versus the Titans.
That's pretty close for me. I think
I'll
lean
Baker.
I think I'll lean Baker.
Yeah, I'm there too.
Yeah, I think I'll lean Baker.
I feel like we can move on from this game. I mean, the Bucks -6. Okay, it's back to -6 now. It went to 6.5 again. Back to -6. I mean, give me the Bucks to cover here. The Giants might come out and show a little bit of life because they changed it, or they might just shut down because they think Danny Dimes is the guy. I mean, that's got to be right? They might be upset with the coaching staff and defeated.
I don't know if they are.
I don't think they are either. But
yeah, I think we
saw Tommy DeVito play. It's horrible.
Yeah,
and that's why he's in my lineup.
Yeah, I'm out.
Tell him to bring me my money. He's gonna be 4% on. He'll be like 10% owned, and I think that's okay.
Tennessee at Houston. Houston favored by 8 points. That's a lot. 40.5 under over. Expecting this to be a pretty defensive game. I feel like Nico Collins is in. Joe Mixon's been amazing. He's in. You can start C.J. Stroud, but I don't know if I like this under over is not very good.
No, I would rather have Jordan Love against the. Oh man, Jordan Love. That's a hard one now. I forgot that. Sorry, I just thought about my own fantasy implications. Jordan Love or Bo Nix?
I'd go Bo Nix.
Yeah, I would too, but.
Anyways,
C.J. Stroud. Yeah, I don't know that you can start him, but it doesn't feel good. They're not going to need him that much, but the Titans have an okay defense, so this could be one of those slugfests. It's a divisional game.
Yeah, Nico Collins is in. Like I said, Stroud. You can play him. Mixon's in. Outside of that, I think I'm done. I don't want anything to do with Tank Dell in this low under over, who's been averaging 43 yards a game. Is his line is 40 something receiving. He is who he is. The line has finally moved down to Tank Dell, what he's been averaging. I think that's what he's going to get, especially in this less than neutral matchup. Calvin Ridley has been great since the departure of DeAndre Hopkins. I think he's in for me this week. I like him right there with guys like Josh Downs, Terry McLaurin. I think I'd rather have McLaurin over those guys, but I also like him with
Calvin Ridley or Deebo Samuel.
I'd rather play Calvin Ridley.
Oh no, you wouldn't. Come on, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
because I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm getting. We don't know what we're getting with this quarterback for San Francisco.
You know,
I'm
I
scared
don't
for
feel
every option.
I feel like Calvin Ridley is a good play this week, but God, do you have the stones to make that start?
I don't know. I don't know if I could, but
It's real easy to say
I mean
whenever
it's
it's
tough.
of the other guy's team, but
But Calvin Ridley can come out here and put up 80 yards in the first quarter. I mean, he's
I
done
mean,
that. He's put up 100 yards in the first quarter this year.
let's say Jalen Hurts were to get hurt, would you start Calvin Ridley over AJ Brown?
No,
It's
but
not
no.
happening. Yeah, okay, it's not happening.
But I mean, AJ Brown's been playing well.
Yeah, well, Deebo Samuel hasn't.
AJ Brown would then enter the Malik Neighbors, CeeDee Lamb like pool for me.
I think that's where Deebo is
Like
right now. I think honestly,
I don't. I think he's a tier below that. He hasn't been playing well, and we don't know what his quarterback's
well,
gonna.
he had like two bad games, but so did CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb had some bad games too.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. He's going to get more volume, I think, because everything's going to be screens and like around the line of scrimmage, so that does help him. But I don't know. He just hasn't been breaking tackles like he usually does. I'm a little bit worried about Debo.
I mean, Debo's let's go last 5 games. Okay, against Seattle, he had 21 points. That was the 3 catches, but he had the big 70-yard touchdown. Against Kansas City, he was hurt. He made a tackle. It was 1 point. Dallas, he had 10 points. And then Tampa Bay, he had 10. And then Seattle, he had 4. That's the one that like made me worry. But he's had one bad game, you know.
Yeah.
I think you're actually exactly right with the CeeDee Lamb. How we looked at CeeDee Lamb last week. That's how I look at Debo right now. But I think Malik Neighbors is ahead of that.
Yeah, I like Calvin Ridley this week. Tony Pollard, I really don't want anything to do with it. This D'Amico Ryan's front 7.
That's good.
I mean, if Pollard gets the full workload and Tajay Spears is out, sure. Flex, that's okay. A volume play. But if Tajay Spears is there, I don't want anything to do with either one of those running backs.
No, I'm with you. I think Tajay Spears could be a sneaky little pickup if he's available for you.
Yeah, I think he could be too. I got Houston winning this game, but I don't have them covering. I think Tennessee will be a little scrappy here, but
yeah, it's at
Houston
home for
win.
Houston. I think Calvin Ridley probably is the reason why I'm taking the Titans to cover. I think Calvin Ridley's going to get some volume, and he might not get in the end zone, but he's going to help this team move the ball and, I mean, help them get the field goals they need because you've seen the Texans are not a good first half team, but they're not a good second half team either. Really, they've been just kind of they've been playing good, but like I thought the coaching is kind of subpar for this team. And
I know.
Which it makes sense. You got D'Amico Ryans, he's a defensive guy, so you'll see that. And their defense has been stout, but yeah, give me the Titans to cover here. Divisional game. You want anything to do with Dalton Schultz in this game? I mean, he hasn't done anything. I don't want anything to do with Dalton Schultz at all year.
No, I'm good. I would take Schoonmaker.
What about Tank Dell?
Down there, you know?
Tank Dell or let's go Jalen Waddle.
Sure, Tank Dell.
Tank Dell or
that's the line though.
Tank Dell or Wan'Dale Robinson.
Tank Dell.
Tank Dell or Keyshawn Booty.
Tank Dell.
Let's go one more. Tank Dell or DJ Moore.
Probably go DJ Moore.
Yeah, I think that's probably the line. Yeah,
but that's where we're at. For sure.
Yeah, that's where we're at. I mean, he just can't. He can't catch the ball, dude. He drops the ball like every game. He has a big drop every game. We saw it was that
he
first
really does.
Sunday night football game, I think, where he dropped.
It's a shame because he looks so good.
He did, and his routes are good. He's getting open. He just can't catch it, dude. He had like his first drop I saw was like, dude, that would have been a 70-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
It was like a slant across the middle. The safety, he passed the safety. It was like a cover 3, and all the safeties were up. Like he'd passed all of them.
Mm-hmm.
All he had to do was catch the slant.
Yeah, I remember that.
So yeah, that was where it started, and it's just been bad for him. So I think we can move on from this game. Give me the Titans to cover. I'll take the under on this game too. 40.5 is low, but I'll take the under. I don't really believe that this game's going to get out of hand like that. New England at Miami. The
Yeah,
Dolphins are
Miami's favored by 7.5,
points.
under over 46.
It's too much to me. It's too many points.
It is too many points. I feel like it's too many points too. I think it's going to be more of a. I'll take the under in the points. Give me the Patriots in the points. Give me the Dolphins to win.
Yeah, I'm with you there. If Tua can go out there and play really good, though, I mean, if Jalen Waddle can do something, but Devon Achane and Tyreek Hill, Jonnu Smith, play them. Play them. All the players that I have for the Dolphins, play them, and all the players that everybody else has, don't play them. Yeah, Tua
was a great play this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the other side of the ball, it's really just Hunter Henry and Ramondre Stevenson, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Drake May, sure, if it's like a two-quarterback league, yeah, if it's a two-quarterback league, like 14 people, sure, but I'm not excited to start Drake May. And like you said, the receivers for New England, I'm not starting any of those guys.
You can't do it. I mean, I feel like this game is pretty. It's just so many. The 1 o'clocks are just very dry this week. I feel like.
Well, the good thing is that's the last 1 o'clock game we have. Yeah, I mean, the Dolphins defense though is a pretty good play this week, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I mean, if you got Dolphins players, play them. I mean, I said this last week on the live show. We're going to see the Dolphins get right. They're going to do it against a bad team, and they're going to do it again this week against a bad team. But that's okay. I mean, yeah, give me the Dolphins players for fantasy, but I don't think they're a good football team still. So.
Yeah, I agree. Denver at Las Vegas. Denver favored by 5.5. All the games that are like crazy spreads: 7.5, 10.5, 10.5, 7.5, 6.5. Does this surprise you that this one is a 5.5 and not? Because I feel like Denver's playing great.
I think 5.5 is a great line here.
I think Denver covers.
I think they cover, but it's close. They're on the road. 5.5 points is a lot, and it's a divisional game. I mean,
and Denver is on the road, so I guess I can kind of see it. But I do think Denver covers here. I don't think the Raiders can keep up. Not against his defense and the way Bo Nix and Sutton's been playing. I mean, I love Bo Nix this week. I love Cortland Sutton, Javonte Williams. I mean,
he's in, dude. He scored 2 touchdowns last week.
His and Audrey Estime's rushing line this week is terrible though. It's like 37 and 33. You don't really want anything to do with that in your lineup.
Yeah,
but if you are like in a situation like I was where I had to play Jerome Ford because of bye weeks, losing James Cook and Chase Brown, I would have been happy to play Javonte Williams over Jerome Ford. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So what's the line for Javonte Williams?
Let me see.
Like, what's the like? Who would you play over him and under him?
Who would I play over him? Tony Pollard or Javonte Williams?
I think I'll leave Pollard.
Yeah,
I don't know.
With there.
That's tight for me.
And then it's like, what running back would I play under him? I mean,
Rico Dowdle or Javonte Williams.
I think Javonte has a higher chance of scoring a touchdown, but Rico Dowdle probably has a better floor as far as like pass catching.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Give me Javonte Williams, the guy on the better team with a higher implied point total.
I don't hate that. I think I would go Dowdle, but I think Javonte does have the higher chance of scoring a touchdown this week.
Yeah, I think it's a much higher, and I mean the Raiders haven't looked good at all, except for against the Ravens. That makes sense.
It's weird. Sutton's in. He's been great.
Yeah,
Bo Nix and Sutton have great chemistry right now. You got to put him in. Outside of that, anybody else you want in this game? I mean, unless Denver side of the ball.
Jacoby Myers. That's it for the Raiders side.
On the Raiders side of the ball, Brock Bowers obviously.
Yeah. Brock Bowers,
he's the tight end one this season. He looks incredible. He looks like a future Hall of Famer if he can continue down that path. Brock Bowers does. I think Myers is fine. I don't necessarily like the matchup. Denver really shuts teams down, but he seems necessary for this offense. Seems like there is a safe floor. So I'm okay with Myers. I think I'd rather have Downs and Ridley over Myers. I'd rather have Jacoby Myers or Juwan Jennings.
I'll go Jacoby Myers there, just because his floor has been incredible. And we don't
really know what we're getting
know.
out of that.
We really
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, I would rather have Deebo Samuel over Jennings, and I wouldn't have said that with Brock Purdy. So
yeah,
yeah.
But Alexander Madison, is he? I don't even think he's playing, is he?
Keep a lookout for what's going on with this Raiders running back situation.
Yes.
Zamir White was supposed to be the guy, and then he's been terrible all year. I mean, Amir Abdullah. Oh, God, it's horrible. I mean, I wouldn't start any of these guys, but just watch out because there could be a starter emerge. You know, between the three
Yeah,
of
I
those
agree
guys.
with that 100%. Anything else you want to go over in this game? I feel like we kind of covered it.
No, I don't think so.
I'm taking Denver to cover.
Yeah, I'm taking Denver to cover as well. That defense is too stout, and who's the quarterback? Desmond Ritter or Gardner Minshew's bad. So
yeah,
give me Denver to cover. Yeah, the Cardinals in Seattle. It's a pick'em game, -1 for the Seahawks at home. Over under a 47.5. This is going to be a great game. A 425 game, divisional game. Both teams are the Cardinals are 6-5. The Seahawks are 5-5. Everybody in the division's 5-5 except for the Cardinals. I mean, this is what we want out of divisional games.
Yeah, this is going to be a really exciting game. I think I want to pick the Cardinals to win, but Kyler Murray does have a tendency to just put more pressure on himself, hold on to the ball, run around more than he needs to, and cause more problems than he has to. He makes it harder on himself, I feel like, sometimes. But also, Geno kind of has these games where he looks amazing. He's the offense is running, is killing it, and then all of a sudden they just kind of fall off. Both these teams have the inconsistency. This is going to be a fun game. I think I'm going to take Seattle at home. I'm just going to take the home team here because I think these teams are pretty close.
I like it. If you're taking Seattle, I'm taking the Cardinals to win on the road. The defense has looked good, and Geno Smith has been spotty. I mean, he lost to the Giants, and then he beats the 49ers. I mean, you don't really know what's going on. I think the Cardinals are coming off of a bye week, and James Conner is going to feast, man. James Conner is going to feast. Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison. I think Kyler Murray is going to go out here and have a great game. That defense is tough, dude. So give me the Cardinals to win this game. But I don't think it's going to be easy for them. I mean, like you said, DK Metcalf and Kenneth Walker and the Seahawks defense actually been good, and Geno's looked good with JSN, and it's in with the new, out the old. Tyler Lockett is kind of starting to fade out because JSN's look so good. So, what about AJ Barner, the tight end for the Seahawks?
What's been the stat line?
He has been playing really good. I feel like every time I'm watching those games, because I watch every one of them because I have Kenneth Walker. Every time that I see this guy, he's like a safety valve. Maybe not so good for fantasy, but he's been a great player for just the team. 2 for 15 last week, 4 for 27, 2 for 34. It's always those third down key moments where he keeps the drive extending. I think that's a big key part of this offense.
Yeah, I think it's definitely important to always keep your eye on offenses that are like this, like the tight end that's there, because who knows? It could end up being carving out more of a role. My initial gut was Arizona's going to win this game, but with Kyler Murray on the road, I am a little concerned. I do think everything you said is true about, James Conner feasting. The defense has played way better than we thought it would. I like Metcalf coming back. I like Kenneth Walker in this game. I'll take the home team, but, man, this could go either way.
Well, we say Kyler Murray on the road has been bad, and it's true, but if you could look at his log for his games, it's all red, dude.
Yeah.
Because he's played against tough defenses all year. He played against Buffalo on the road. He played San Francisco on the road, Green Bay on the road, Miami on the road. A 1-point win. It's been not easy for him, and he's 2-2 on the road this year. His 2 losses are Green Bay and Buffalo, which was 2 games that he should have won. I mean, not the Green Bay game. They got horse racing that one. They
could have won the Buffalo game.
They should have won the Buffalo game. Beat Miami on the road, beat San Francisco on the road. They play Seattle this week, and they got Minnesota on the road next week. But coming out of the bye week, I think that's what the big difference for me is. You're going to see James Conner has looked great and healthy all year, and then he get a bye week to rest. It's a tough game. This is one of the games I'm most excited about for the year.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. I think you start all those fantasy options you just went over. Geno's going to be fine play. Kyler Murray's going to be fine. McBride, Connor, Marvin Harrison Jr., Metcalf, Walker. I like them all. Yeah, this game's going to be fun.
You
San
taking
Francisco
Seattle?
at Green Bay. Green Bay favored by 5.5. You got something you want to go over before we leave that game?
Yeah. I would say you're. So you say you're taking Seattle though?
Yeah, I think I'll go with the home team.
I like it.
They're coming off beating 49ers. I mean, they haven't looked good. Early in the season they beat up on some bad teams and they went on a losing streak. And Arizona does have the division right now. They are on the road, but I guess I'll take Seattle. I mean, but Arizona could win this game for sure. I think
Yeah,
it's gonna
I'm
be
with you.
really close. I think the line's perfect, and I think the under over is perfect too.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, the Packers are favored 5.5 against San Fran at home. 44.5 under over. This is going to be a fun game, but only if what's his name? Brandon Allen, right? Brandon Allen, the quarterback filling in for Brock Purdy this week. They're going to try to keep everything at the line of scrimmage. McCaffrey's going to feast today and get a lot of volume. I guess a tough defense on the road. McCaffrey's in though. Kittle, I think, is out of all those guys, this is the least I'm worried about the players. McCaffrey, I'm worried the least. Kittle the second, then Debo, and then Juwan Jennings. Juwan Jennings is a guy who runs deeper routes. He's a technical route runner, and you have to have timing and practice and chemistry with your quarterback for you to really feed off of what Juwan Jennings is doing. I think he can help his quarterback out today because of that, but Brandon Allen has to be able to help himself. And I'm not really betting that he can. I just don't really know. That's why I'm the most concerned about it. And with McCaffrey, the checkdowns, Kittle, the checkdowns, Debo, they're going to design plays for Debo.
For
So
sure.
I think that's the order I'm worried about. Obviously, Kittle's in. Obviously, McCaffrey's in. Where are
I
you with
think
Debo and Jennings?
I think you should be a little more worried about McCaffrey because he looks like he's not healthy still. Yeah, he's got an okay
Yeah,
floor,
but I
but
think that yeah,
I mean, he hasn't looked like Christian McCaffrey that we know, and that could be a problem against a tough Packers defense. I mean, there's a reason why the Pack obviously Brock Purdy being out, that's a problem. But I'm worried about all these guys. Yeah, that was your order. I think I had the same order as you, but I'm worried about all these guys. They're not going to be able to move the ball.
I think the offensive scheme itself will keep it pretty productive for these guys. I'm not like I said, I'm not really concerned for the receivers on the outside because throwing to the outside and the boundaries in the NFL is tough. McCaffrey, you're right. It seems like he ain't caught up to game speed though, but it's because he's been out for 8, 9, 10 weeks. But he's been great in the receiving game. He's been great in the receiving game. He's been a little underwhelming in the rushing game, but I think that he's trying to get that game speed back. This is a tough matchup, like you said, on the road, but I mean, McCaffrey's good for 15, I think, today in fantasy. I think he gets in the end zone. I think he gets 4 or 5 catches out of the backfield. And maybe he is still a little inefficient in the running game, like you said. But I think he's still going to be good for fantasy. But yeah, I'm a little nervous. Let's go Debo Samuel or Lad McConkey against the Ravens.
Give me Debo Samuel.
Laz might be. I think he's out. I think Lad McConkey's actually out. Let's go.
How about
Quentin
Debo?
Johnson.
How about yeah? Give me Debo Samuel. How about
I'm
Debo
with you.
Samuel versus Jaden Reed in the same game?
I would take Jaden Reed.
But you don't feel good about it. You can't feel good about it. I mean, Jaden Reed has been scary.
I mean, I feel better about Jaden Reed than Debo this week.
Yeah, I
Give
don't
me
hate
Jordan
that.
Love. He throws all kinds of touchdowns.
He does for sure. I don't know. I mean, Debo Samuel, like you said, they're going to design plays for him, and I think it's been kind of fluky with him not like breaking tackles because at the end of the day, he's looked good. He's done it in games this year where he's broke tackles and been the great yards after catch guy. So I expect to see this be kind of a get right game for Debo. It just sucks because Purdy's out, so you might see less volume, which means less opportunity, obviously. But
Yeah, let's go Debo Samuel or Calvin Ridley. Oh, we already been
uh,
over that. We already been over that.
yeah, we have. As far as like the Packers side of the ball, Jordan Love should be in for you. I mean, there's not a whole lot of guys I would start over Jordan
Yeah.
Love this week. I mean, he's a top 10 quarterback for me this week. Josh Jacobs, that's a smash play. Jaden Reed,
Oh yeah,
great play. Christian Watson coming off of a big game. Look, he's carved himself a role
why
again. I
not?
mean, he's getting a lot of targets, and
Yeah,
they're very high value targets.
why not?
I don't think he's a terrible play. I think he's a pretty solid play this week. Tucker Kraft, another solid play. I mean, he's coming off of a zero target game, so yeah, it should cause you to worry a little bit. But I think that's that might make it better for him because you're not worried about him doing it twice.
Yeah, I would agree with all of that, man. I think that I think Josh Jacobs is going to be great today. I think he's going to have a real good chance of getting in the end zone. Jordan Love, you got to fire him up. Reed, I mean Dobbs too. I mean Dobbs has been necessary for this offense. He could easily score a touchdown just like the rest of those guys can.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Uh, I feel like who got winning this game? I feel like I got the Packers just because the uncertainty of the quarterback position for San Francisco.
Yeah, give me
Give
the
me the
Packers at
Packers
home.
to. Do they cover?
5.5 points, sure. At home, 5.5 points
Sure.
isn't terrible against the backup quarterback.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun just to see what Shanahan can do with this backup quarterback. Like, what can he do? Like, what if this quarterback comes out and is like plays really well? 2 touchdowns, no picks,
Yeah,
15 for 16,
yeah, for sure.
210 yards. McCaffrey has a big day. It could happen, but I think the Packers win this game.
I'm with you, man. I think that's a great take. You ready to move on?
Yeah,
What game do you have next? You have we already went over the 4 o'clock games, yeah. So the Philadelphia Eagles in LA, Sunday night football. The Eagles are favored by 3 points on the road, over under 48.5. This is going to be a great game. I mean, hey, I hate to cut you off, but you it looks like you're sitting in the Cowboys stadium right now. You get the sun just beaming directly on you.
Oh yeah, I am. I can't see. I'm like CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, no, really though. You're like it's just like white, super bright on you.
I know. There's nothing I can do about it.
Okay, okay.
There's nothing I can do about it.
That's cool. I just figured I'd double check, but yeah, man. 48.5 points. That's a great game. It's going to be a great game. I mean, you're starting everybody. You're starting A.J. Brown. You're starting Saquon Barkley. You're starting Jalen Hurts. You're not starting Devontae Smith because he's out. So that means Goddard's in. And then on the Rams side of the ball, it's the same thing. Cooper Kupp, Puka, Kyron, Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford's a little scary because of how good the Eagles secondary's been, but I'm probably still starting. I mean, they got to score points somehow with this high over under at home. Who you got winning this game?
I got Philly winning. I think they've been playing good. A little worried about Devontae Smith being out, but I think they're not going to be able to stop Saquon Barkley and A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts and Dallas Goedert. It's just too much. But the Rams can keep up. I'll take the Eagles to cover here on the road. It's going to be a fun game, though. I think this is the game I'm probably the second most excited about. Other than the Baltimore Chargers game being the most. But this is going to be a fun game, man. The Rams are going to be competitive at home. How you feeling about it?
I agree. They are going to be very competitive at home. The Eagles have a tough 5-game stretch. I got us going 3-2 in that stretch with the Rams. You got Baltimore, you got the Steelers, so we got 2 divisional games in there. So it's like, yes, we're going to lose some games in this next coming. That's just how football is. But I don't think this is one that we lose. I mean, Kyron Williams has kind of been inconsistent, not very efficient on the ground lately. And I think against one of the toughest red zone defenses, you're going to see it again this week. I would be a little nervous with Kyron this week. And
yeah, I think so too. He's been trending down a little bit, and this is, like you said, a tough matchup. Philly's front seven is physical. They've been playing even better on the back end, and I think this is a tough matchup for all the Rams. I mean, not just Kyron. I think it's a tough matchup for Stafford, Kupp, Puka. I think they can take advantage and win some plays and make some plays downfield. They're good enough to do that. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I think Philly covers. I think they win. I think it looks good for Philly. And I'll start all the guys on Philly outside of the wide receiver too. I don't, whether that's Dotson or who was the other guy? The guy who was getting a lot of screen work when AJ Brown and
Britton Covey. He's the returner.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Your Phillies, everyone's in this game. I feel like the Rams guys, the Eagles guys.
For sure,
it's gonna be a fun game.
For sure, and I'm excited to see what our rookie can do. Our young guys can do against those wide receivers with Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell. But
Yeah, yeah, they've been
I'm
playing
excited to
great.
see. I'm excited to see Reed Blankenship, the white boy at safety, go ahead and catch another pick to seal the game in the fourth quarter, like he's done 3 or 4 times this year. I'm ready to see
He's
it.
looked good all
I'm
year,
ready to
man.
see it.
It
Yeah.
looks like you guys got a good player.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
yeah, it
finally.
looks like that pick panned out, man. He's been unbelievable.
Yeah, it's starting to be a little sad because it's time to move on from Darius Slay and CJ
Yeah,
Gardner Johnson. It's time to move on from those guys. You know, we've got some young guys coming in and they're just playing better.
yeah, yeah. But you know what, Darius Slay, he got good money's worth. You know,
Oh yeah,
he played very
absolutely.
well for Philly all them years.
Yeah, great trade that we got him from the Lions all those years ago.
Yeah. Anything else with this game? I mean, I feel like we've kind of covered it. I feel like you can't bench any of these players. Stafford is the one where he's like a streamer. Stafford or Tua this week.
Give me Stafford and a higher over under. Give me Tua. Actually, give me Tua here. Tua has a great matchup, and his receivers and Devon Achane, they're going to score.
I'm going against Tua this week in fantasy, and I think I'd rather be going against Stafford.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, but I think we can move on from this game. Give me the Eagles to cover and win on the road.
Baltimore and LA. Baltimore favored by 2.5 on the road, 50.5 under over. This is a fun game, man.
The
I'll be
hardball.
honest. The Harbaugh, it's going to give us what we want. I think. I think this is going to be a fun game. I think will be a game though that we leave thinking like,
What just happened?
why didn't they? Why did this happen? Why did they give someone Henry more carries? Why did they pass it so much with Herbert? You know, why did it is because the two brothers are going to be trying to like out top the other one in coaching. You know what's going to happen. They're going to try so hard, and the game's going to look weird. There might be some trick plays in there. It's going to be a fun game, but I think I'll be honest. I think the Chargers win this game.
Yeah, it's really sad because I was hoping to see Hayden Hurst out there, but you know he's not playing today. He's not suiting up. He's been hurt. So I was going to call for that touchdown. You know, it just seemed right. But you know, that's the good thing is they have two other Ravens players that are former Ravens players. Did J.K. and Gus Edwards both score on Monday night?
You know, they probably do. I can see. I can see. I can see them trying to get a little bit of revenge on him, a little shot to the brother. A
Yeah.
little jab to the brother.
Like, watch
Get
this.
both
I'll
of his
use
old
your
guys
guy. I'll
in
use
for a
your guy.
touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use your guy. Thanks for giving me these guys. Thank you. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it. 2 touchdowns in
Absolutely. I
your
love
head.
that.
Yeah,
This is
I
gonna be a
love
great
Quentin
game,
Johnson
man.
in this game, man.
You
I
should.
love Quentin Johnson. No Ladd McConkey. This secondary for the Ravens, they bleed points to the wide receiver.
Yeah.
I think Quentin Johnson could have another good game. I think there's going to be more volume. Maybe you don't get 2 or 3 targets. Maybe you get like 6 or 7 in this game. He's going to be super necessary. He's been playing a little bit better than he did previously last year.
Yeah, he's had a great year.
He's had a better year for sure. I like Quentin Johnson. I think he's up there in the echelon of guys like Jawan Jennings or Quentin Johnson this week.
I'll go Jawan Jennings. That's not close for me.
I think it's risky, man.
I think Jawan Jennings has a much higher floor, and he also has a higher ceiling.
He's definitely the better player right now. There's no doubt about that.
I think the problem with Quentin Johnson is that he's still the second option on this offense in the passing game.
You think Will Disley's first?
Will Disley's the number one option on this team, dude.
He's played great,
Justin
man.
Herbert.
I mean, how do you sit?
Dude,
How do you sit Will Disley?
I would start him in the flex. I mean, Will Disley or Xavier Legette?
Probably go.
That's not easy.
That's not easy. It's not
That's
easy.
not
I'd
easy.
probably go Legette.
But that's the line there. I mean,
I know it's close.
but like, so would you start Quentin Johnson in the flex or would you start Will Disley? I mean, on the surface, you feel like, yes, I want to start the receiver of the tight end, but I don't think it's the right
I would
move.
start Quentin Johnson. I'll be honest.
I don't know that it's the right move. I mean, you know what the target value is for Quentin Johnson, and you know what Will Disley's going to do. Will Disley's going to go out there and he's going to light it up, man. Um, so, but Ladd McConkey being out does
I'd take
hurt for sure.
yeah, I'd take Quentin Johnson. I like Disley in tight end possession, but I wouldn't put him anywhere else.
I don't hate it. I don't hate that take, but Will Disley, he's definitely carved himself
It's
a significant role in that offense.
definitely. J.K. Dobbins. I mean, it's a tough front seven for these Chargers running backs, but I mean, you can play on both. Like you said, it seems like they both might get in the end zone this week.
Yeah. I think Dobbins. I mean, Dobbins is a guy that's just necessary for that offense. You saw last week he had 2 touchdowns. He had the game
And
winner,
he
the
makes the
20-yarder.
bigger plays between him and Gus Edwards.
Yeah, exactly. So with that offensive line, I feel great about having J.K. Dobbins. I mean, he just continues to do it. He's like inefficient, but for some reason he just keeps doing it. He keeps scoring. He keeps just winning games. He helps them win games. He's great for football.
On the Baltimore side of the ball, obviously Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry's in, Zay Flowers is in. Mark Andrews or Dallas Goedert this week?
I'll go Mark Andrews.
Think I would go Andrews, but Dallas Goedert, I mean, we see it when one of these receivers are out. He plays well. I mean, 23-point game and then had a couple 9-point games. Maybe he got into the 10 area, 10 points when they were out, but and has been okay with them in. I like Dallas Goedert.
Oh yeah, they're both good plays.
Give me Dallas Goedert over Andrews this week. I'll take Dallas Goedert over Andrews.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think likely he could just carve a path too,
Is he out this week or is he in?
I don't know.
Let's see. He is in. Is Isaiah Likely in? It's likely. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, the Harbaugh, man. We're going to get to see good football, and it's at LA, so the weather will probably be pretty good. Ah, man. Give me Baltimore to go on the road and win this game, dude. Give me Baltimore to go on the road and win.
Yeah, as I'm talking through it, I can just see Baltimore going on the road winning this game. They're built for this, They're built to travel on the road. But I do think that if Ladd McConkey was in this game, maybe I think it's going to be a close game because the Chargers defense is legit and they're very well coached and they can run the ball and Herbert makes plays. The Baltimore secondary is a problem right now. They need to fix it. But I think Baltimore wins this game, but I think it's close. I think the Chargers could upset them, though. I think the Chargers could upset them.
They could, yeah, and it's a home game. But give me the better team. The Ravens.
Yeah,
they lost last week to nothing but field goals. What are the odds the Ravens are going to lose 2 in a row? They did it earlier this year. Will they do it again?
Well, if it comes down to Justin Tucker, they just might.
Yeah, I don't think it comes down to Justin Tucker this week. I think Justin Tucker either gets right or they just don't need him.
Yeah, I think with how good this Chargers defense is, they're going to need him at some point.
Yeah, but we saw the high-powered Cincinnati offense just absolutely blow a hole through that defense last week. And yeah, the Chargers kept up against a terrible defense, but that's not what the Ravens are. The Ravens have a higher-powered offense and a better defense.
Yeah, I mean, they're more than capable of coming in here and putting up 45 points. You know what I'm saying? And it just looks crazy. Lamar Jackson runs all over the field. But we saw what happened to Baltimore the previous week against a tough defense. And I think this Chargers defense, I mean, it's a top 5, top 10 defense too. It's very physical. I mean, this is a similar matchup.
Yeah,
this is a similar matchup.
The difference for me is I think they just got out-coached last week, man. I think that Mike Tomlin, he just has their number. Lamar can't play against the Steelers. I don't know what it is because you saw Lamar against a tough Denver defense a few weeks ago hang 41 points on them.
Oh, yeah. They could definitely do it. I just think that the play calling in this game is not going to be
traditional
like anything we've seen from both of these teams this week. I think it's going to be they're going to try to they're going to out-coach themselves. I feel like they're going to try too hard, and things are going to get a little weird. And I think the game is going to be close. But I think Baltimore can pull it out.
Yeah, that's not the worst take. But I think we're good on this game, man. Give me the Ravens.
I think so too. It's going to be fun though. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, give me the Ravens to win on the road. You want to go over some DFS?
I do. I do. You want to do cash first?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I don't get mine.
You want me
I'm
to go
almost
ahead?
there.
You want me to go first?
No, I got it. I got it right here. I got Bo Nix for 6,300 versus
I
Las Vegas.
I also have Bo Nix at 6,300.
I have Jameer Gibbs for 7,300 and David Montgomery for 6,700. Sticking with both the backs again.
I have James Conner at 6,500 and Brian Robinson Jr. at 5,600.
I like both of those. At receiver, I got DK Metcalf for 6,600, Cortland Sutton for 5,800, and Calvin Ridley for 5,700.
I have DK Metcalf at 6,600, Cortland Sutton at 5,800, but I have Jaden
Nice.
Reed at 5,900.
I consider going Jaden Reed. Do we both have a Schoonmaker at tight end?
Yeah, dude, 2,500 is the easy punt.
So cheap. And with 6-7 targets, whatever he was getting, I mean,
He had 10.
you got to put
It was
him
10
in.
last week.
I have James Conner in the flex.
Okay, I had James Conner. I have Devon Achane in the flex at 7,500.
I have the Bears D against Minnesota as defense. Kind of a punt.
I had them in earlier,
I think
and then I ended up moving some stuff around. Whenever I switched from Theo Johnson to Schoonmaker, I ended up putting Broncos D in for 3,200.
I like that.
You want to go over tournament?
You want to go over some tournament? Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do we? I thought we both got Tommy DeVito for 4,000.
I've got him in, dude. Tommy DeVito's in my lineup.
And all he has to do is give us like
12.
10 to 15 points.
12 points. That's all I need.
Yeah. And for 4,000, you're paying for guys who are going to give you absolutely nothing. They're backups.
Give us a touchdown.
His price is going to open up so much
yards.
for you.
200 yards to a touchdown, and we're good.
And it's against the 32nd ranked defense.
It's a perfect matchup for a punt.
You gotta punt Tommy DeVito this week in tournament. And running back, I have Devon Achane and Jameer Gibbs.
Okay, at running back, I have David Montgomery and Kenneth Walker, the third, 6,700 and 6,900.
I like it. At receiver, I got DK Metcalf again paired with Calvin Ridley. And I went with my punt, 4,900, Alec Pierce.
I like that. I got Amon-Ra St. Brown at 8,300. I have Terry McLaurin at 6,800 against Dallas. And I have Christian Watson at 5,200 against the 49ers.
I think Christian Watson's a good play, too. I think we probably both. I have Theo Johnson here at tight end.
Yeah, actually, I did
I'm
not.
going for the stack in tournament with Tommy DeVito. If he can throw a touchdown to Theo Johnson in tournament, oh, man, it's going to look good for me.
Yeah, I went Schoonmaker. I've thought about pivoting back, but I really like my lineup right now. So I got the Schoonmaker again at 2,500. He's just too cheap, and he had 10 targets last week. I mean, I think even if Theo Johnson does get a touchdown, Schoonmaker probably still outscores him, in my opinion. So, who you got in the flex?
I got David Montgomery for 6,700 in the flex.
Okay, nice. And I have James Conner at 6,500 again. James Conner seems like a smash play to me. It's a great matchup.
James Conner's great this week.
Who you got defense?
I got the Kansas City Chiefs versus Carolina.
I have the Miami Dolphins against New England for 3,100.
It's gonna be some fun tournament play, man. I think we might have a shot there. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, for sure. Tommy DeVito. Why don't we do that?
Hey, we'll be able to look back and go, hey, Tommy DeVito won us some money to go to Applebee's and get those boneless wings.
Oh man, I'm a double crunch shrimp kind of guy.
I'm with it. Maybe one enough to give up.
That's me. Yeah, there you go. I like that. Little 2 for 20 deal. Little 2 for 20 action. You got anything else, man? You ready to close it out?
I'm ready to close it out, man. It's been fun. I'm really excited about these games, and good luck to you. And I hope your enemies face the worst.
Oh, nice. Hey, do me a favor and stay on here for a little bit after we close out. I'm gonna do some stuff on here.
Okay.
All right, but it's been good, guys.